It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the Maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
Szevasztok, srácok!
The Whitehills won't see it that way.
They
Itt vagyok
attacked
újra.
me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us.
Még több Game of
These
Thrones.
maggots ought to help prevent
Telltales Game of Thrones.
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Szóval ez pedig az első. Mi az Isten? Szét kell húzni a vágást a lábamon. Fincsi! Azt rohadt.
Dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead.
Kaptunk ilyen kis lakókat a lábunkba.
This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
Nem baj, Garrett. Túléljük.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
Ezek a kukacok kellenek a bosszunkhoz. Nem, neki nem mondjuk el. Semmi sem történt. Van egy küldetésünk. Lord Forrester ránk bízta. A titkát. A Northgrove. Nem veszhet el. Mindjárt jön Lady Forrester. Addig itt izélni kell.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Igen, induljunk el, hogy ezek a kis lakók a lábunkban minél tovább eljussanak a vérárammal. Ó, mi a helyzet? Nézzünk ki az ablakon. Itt vagyunk a Forrester lakban, nagyon úgy néz ki. Megbosszoljuk apánkat és kis húgunkat. Pajzs. Rajta a Forrester címer.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Tehát ha ki volt a fia? Várjatok. Roderick, azt hiszem. Aha. Ha annak annyi, akkor ki lesz az új úr? Majd én leszek az úr. Le is ülünk. Ide ülök. Ki is próbálom az új trónomat. Ülj már bele, Garrett. Baszki, hát nem lehet. Jó van. Egy családi festmény. Kik ők?
Mirror.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Mira nem volt ott?
Talia
és Ethan.
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Ők az ikrek, ugye? Igen, ő lesz az új lord. Kis gyerek. Ből lesz a lord.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Az még él szerintem. Asher. Ez ki? Lady Forrester. Ő van ide úton. Mindjárt találkozunk vele szerintem. Szavasz, Rion. Ryan. Ryan. Ó, itt van ő. A nagyúr.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him.
Aki már alulról szokolja az ibolyát. Igen, ő pedig lovas Rodrik. Aki egy lóval nyugszik. Egy helyen. Oké. Erre mi a helyzet? Szóval, itt vannak gyógyszerek az asztalon? Mi ez?
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
Yes.
Ezek laknak bennünk, gyerekek. Ezek adnak erőt a bosszunkhoz. Gyógynövények? Együk meg őket. Vagy mi lesz ezzel? Eltesszük, oké, jobb lesz ez. És kötés. A seggünk is vérzik. Úgyhogy be kell kötnünk azonnal. Oké, azt hiszem itt végeztünk. Így van.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Megyek és megsütöm a csontokat, vagy a izéket, a csontikat. Beszéljünk vele? Nem mutatom meg a kardot. Megnézem, mit csinál.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
Oké, megyek. Így is tudok menni balra, és tudok menni így jobbra, és így tudok menni előre. Srácok, még itt ez a... megjött a Lady.
Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Az öreg egy hős volt.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
Baszki.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was
Roderickot nem mentette meg, hát igen.
Remember anything? I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my lady. Nothing could be done to save him.
He was House Forrester's best.
De pacival van, egy lóval. Neki már jó.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would
Azt
mean
mondta,
so
szeret.
much to the family.
Nem mondjuk el. Northgrove-os titkot csak a bácsikáknak mondhatjuk.
That's very kind of you to say.
Így van.
You have the Forrester sword.
Ethan should have it.
Meglátta a kardot, igen.
Forrester asked me to return it to the house.
Azt mondta, hozzam vissza.
With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
Ki ez a gyerek?
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Hát, Ethannek az még kicsit nagy lesz.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Mi van?
We're the ones that should be demanding
Hát
retribution.
kinyírták a családomat, bazd meg. Mit csináltam volna?
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much.
Majd mindjárt megfésülök téged is.
But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within a
Akkor ezt
week.
ígérgette az a rohadék Bolton ott a...
Nothing.
I would have us use our heads
Tudjátok, srácok,
while they're still attached to
a
our
földünkön,
shoulders.
akik a
Garrett has
disznókat
lost as much as
ölték.
anyone else within these walls. Maybe you
És
can
aztán
talk
én
some
őket.
sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms. Which means they'll have your head.
Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done?
Szóval? Mi legyen?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not
Menjenek a
faulting
picsába
him for what he
Boltonok.
did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Micsoda?
Cannot stay.
Hogy nem maradhatok?
The boy has suffered enough.
Nem megyek sehova.
We have no choice, Garrett.
Where would you have the boy go?
Harcolni megyek.
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
Baszki, jönnek azok a...
You're sending him
Hát
to
levágom
the
őket.
The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Itt a helyem.
My place is here.
Ő a bácskánk. Az igen. Oké.
Said we need men who can fight.
There'd be
Elmondjuk a
nothing we
titkot.
could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand.
Itt maradok,
But you must think of the house.
és levágom a Boltonokat.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
De mi lesz nekünk a... Mi van? Hova megyünk?
That settles it then.
Lehet, hogy valaki figyelt
Have
közben.
my horse.
Én nem vettem észre,
And
hova
I'll see you
megyünk.
have plenty of food, but we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Kapunk lovat meg kaját, igen.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Király leszek.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
El kell mondanunk a titkot.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Aha. Az lesz az.
What?
Azt mondta. Szeret.
What is it?
Mindennél jobban.
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Ezt tudja, mi az a North Grove?
Sorry.
Biztos
You caught
tudja.
me by surprise. It's not often discussed.
Mi az?
If ever.
Hol van?
Where is the North Grove?
That I cannot say. Not yet, at least.
Fasza. Nem mondja el.
Don't even know it exists.
Mondd el!
It's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Lady Forrester asked, but I said nothing.
Well
Nem
done.
mondtuk el, igen.
Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need
Nem mondhatjuk el senkinek, a mi titkunk.
Just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Mi van? A falra megyünk? Gyerekek. Hogy megvédjen minket, elküld a falra? Hát de én nem vagyok izé.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice, srácok.
You represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
Kőkemény leszek.
I'll be strong.
Kőkemény, öcsém. A falon. Hú, gyerekek, még a falra is megyünk a izébe, ebbe a részben, nagyon jó. Hú, ez egyre jobb, gyerekek. A falra nagyon kíváncsi vagyok. Egyébként köszönöm, srácok, hogy megnéztek ezt a videót. Ha tetszik, lájkoljátok. Mi van? Mi ez? Nyaklánc. Minek az? Benne van a fa. Hozok neked majd izét... emlékbe valamit. Hello?